This very well-known personality, and some of the changes or some of the initiatives that he has taken has already been briefed to you by Naeem Saab. I will request Mr. Tausif H. Faruqi, Chairman NEPRA, to present his views for the day.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. First of all, thank you very much, Ravi sir. Thank you very much for inviting me, and Mr. Saab, आपकी मौजूदगी is always it's a fresh breath of air. Raja Mirza Saab, always enjoy working with Raja Mirza Saab. I don't know if you guys know about my background. I'm basically an electrical engineer, MBA from LAMS and a Columbia Business School graduate. I have started my career from WAPDA, served on the technical side for about 3 years, then did my MBA from LAMS, and then I'm probably the only engineer in the history of WAPDA who moved from technical to finance side. So I have seen both the worlds, and then I was the first Pakistani manager in Kodalu Power Company. Then I saw the other side of the table, basically the IPP side, and then I went to Abu Dhabi and I developed top 3 power and water projects there in Abu Dhabi. The first two with an American company, and then with a Japanese company called Borobini. And for a 42-minute Skype interview, I was selected as Chairman NEPRA. So that says a lot about this government, and I feel indebted that they are hiring the right people for the right job. And so I served more than 24 years on the private sector side, IPPs and IWPPs business. So I pretty much understand this business and where you guys are trying to come with the ideas and try to implement them. All my life I try to do that. So you must consider me as one of you or your representative sitting in Islamabad. We are in NEPRA very cognizant of the fact that a lot of changes are happening around the globe, and this is our responsibility to modernize the power industry of Pakistan. While I was thinking that what my audience would like to hear from me, I just thought about some initiatives that we have taken in NEPRA, and the more initiatives we are trying to have in the days to come. Everybody says renewables is future, or future is of renewables. My statement is slightly different. I say renewables is today. It is present. The day is gone when we used to consider renewables as future. I think the renewables is the today's name of the game in the industry is renewables today. And if we look around us, there are many countries who are now going green and clean, which is also the initiative taken by Pakistani government, and you might be aware that Prime Minister of Pakistan has already gave his vision. Earlier he said that he would like to turn 30% of Pakistan's generation from renewable energy, the clean energy or green energy. But after a meeting with the PM, we initiated that we should consider hydro as part of the renewable, which is a norm all over the world. So I'm very happy to share with you that Pakistan has revised its targets, and now Prime Minister is not talking about 30%, he is saying we are going to achieve 60% renewables in 2030. So instantly we have jumped from 3% presence of RE to 33% as soon as you will hear an official policy whereby hydro will be included as part of the energy. So this is the drive of NEPRA to promote renewable energy in the country. One complaint that I had with Mr. Naeem is that he has already given me 10 minutes. I have come all the way from Islamabad, and I believe I have a lot to share with my audience, and a lot of questions might be there from my audience that they would like to know me. Anyhow, let me complete my 10 minutes, and then I would request Naeem Saab if he can allow a few question answers, so that if there are any questions by my audience. So few initiatives that we have taken in NEPRA, you must be aware of net metering. Net metering is a huge initiative. Despite all the resistance that we had, NAPRA came up with this net metering idea, and I won't take any credit on myself. It is my predecessor who have come up with this great initiative, whereby you can see now rooftop solar, and the market is spreading like exponentially. So we right now have 13,179 licenses issued by NAPRA, but every day I think we are getting at least 100 plus licenses request. And in number it is I think only 283 megawatts, but it's growing exponentially. So there's a huge market out there for you guys, especially solar, because right now as we speak, around 30% of our Pakistanis are without electricity. So when I say 30% of Pakistanis, we are close to 200 million or even more. So it is about 60 million, which is around 6 crores of Pakistanis require electricity. If I take a little pedantic view, we have achieved our independence more than 73 years back. So 30% of Pakistanis have not enjoyed the bounties or benefits of independence because they are, as we speak, they are without electricity. So for all of you guys who are striving to bring a revolution, there is a huge untapped market for you guys. I've already spoken with Robin, Huawei and two others that you guys should come up with a solution, not only selling product, rather full solution for all those people, Pakistanis who are without electricity. Try to provide them electricity at their doorstep. Come up with microgrid solution. Come up with distributed energy solution. This is something NAPRA is now very aggressively pursuing, and in addition to many other initiatives that we have taken that I'm going to talk about later. So I would like to urge all the participants of today's event to please focus on providing electricity to those 6 crores of people or 60 million who are still without electricity. So this is the theme of today's discussion, that come up with a solution. You have the technology. Like at one point in time, I always share this incident with my audience. My father used to be a principal in a college, and it took him 1.5 years on a top priority basis to get the phone connection in our house. And when we got it, after 1.5 years, everybody came with sweet that, oh, Maruki Saab, wow. Telephone connection in 1.5 years. Now, every Pakistani on average, they have 2 or 3 SIMs. SIM is basically telephone connection. What has changed that? Only 2 things. One is technology, the second is competition. So we already have technology in our sector, in our field, and NAPRA is trying very hard to inculcate competition in this industry. We have already broken down the two wire business and retail side, or supply business. So once that will be finalized, we are already in the process of finalizing our suppliers regulations, then you will see competition out there. We would ideally like to see that each consumer should have an option to either, like you have an option to buy Zong or Jazz or whatever. Similarly, you should have option in electricity that you should be able to buy from vendor A, B or C. Then instead of you running after them, they will be running after you. That's the culture we are trying to make or trying to change. Few initiatives that I wanted to talk about is we are promoting electric vehicles. So again, electric vehicle is going to create a lot of opportunity for you guys, the solar guys, to actually power them those EVs charging connections through solar energy. We have already in NAPRA reached out a lot of licenses and tariffs for many new solar power projects, and they are in pipeline. We are already in discussion with the government to notify them, and we would like to, my personal goal as chairman NAPRA is to turn Pakistan into green and fill it with the green energy like the flag we have. I think there was a reason that we have chosen green color at about 74 years back. So it is high time that we turn Pakistan green with the renewable energy like the flag we have. 2 more initiatives that I have taken personally as chairman NAPRA. One is Power with Prosperity. We have like more than 300 plus licenses all over Pakistan. Now we are coming with a massive social investment or CSR program, whereby we are going to bind our licensees to come up with some kind of CSR project within the territory, within the community they are working. Because all the licensees that we have, either distribution companies, transmission companies, or generation companies, they are there for more than 20 years at least. So I would like to ensure that they do education, medicine, health, women empowerment, or all these kind of projects there. So now we are coming with our guidelines, and eventually we are going to take it to the regulations, whereby all our licensees have to provide such facilities. One such facility would be providing them electricity, and microgrid or solar would be the best or easiest solution possible for our licensees to be able to beef up the technologies they are working, or the capabilities they are working with the cheapest solution possible. Another initiative that we have taken is HSC. In all over Pakistan, we are going to now have our HSC standard implemented, and everybody has to follow the standards that NAPRA is going to prescribe.
Renewables are naturally distributed generation resource. But this point is missing in the new KRE policy notified in October 2020. And mostly the question is for Mr. Shahjahan Mirza as well, CEO ADB, SCO ADB, and for Honorable Minister of Energy, Government of Zen, that why renewables are being handled by the center. That is the question. And when they are distributed generation resource best handled locally.
Yeah, let me answer this question. Everything that comes to the central pool of electricity, because electricity is a federal subject, if you are going to be connected with the main transmission lines and you are in a buy and sell of electricity business, you have to seek NAPRA's licenses, and that's why it is a central subject. But if you want to do any distributed energy projects which are not connected with the main system, then you don't have to even seek the license. You can do it on your own. It is not even a provincial subject then. Neither it is federal nor it is provincial. It is just bilateral between two parties. You can buy and sell electricity based on purely distributed, which we call off-grid solution, on your own.
Thank you very much for your presentation. My question is that we spoke about our policy last years as well, which are very, very optimistic, very, very aggressive. But I think there's a lot of problems that we have with regard to transmission and distribution. And my question is, especially talk about renewable energy being incorporated into the grid, and all the issues like ramping up and dark and so on and so forth. How is NEPA going to be addressing transmission and distribution network, which I think is very key problem in this country?
Thank you very much. We have already engaged a consultant who is advising us what is the optimum solution to basically for the interconnection of renewable technology, because it is said about renewable technology that it is a lot of intermittency and it is not reliable. I mean, the biggest I would say criticism that comes to renewable energy, especially solar, is that it is not dependable, it is not reliable, it has its own challenges. So we have already engaged a consultant who is advising us on that. So I mean, the world has experienced that Europe, is largely using renewables because they have a huge grid, and if there are any swings or any, let's say, demand supply challenges come, they can always balance it out. Pakistan's only issue is that we don't have any regional interconnection. So if there are any jerks in the system because of intermittency, we have to absorb that. There are solutions. We have capacitor banks, we have many other solutions. So NTDC is already working on that, and now we are making it mandatory
that whenever a solar plant or a wind plant comes, they have to install those equipment which can curb all those oscillations basically. Any other questions? I think with this, if there is no question, then I beg you leave then. Thank you very much. Thank you.
I think he deserves a little bit more clapping, not only because he is approached, I think the initiatives and the effort for being